NBA Friday night action. We got the late game here with the Los Angeles Clippers and the New Orleans Pelicans. And I'm going to go ahead and back Anthony Davis and the Pelicans getting the 6.5. I know the over might be a really popular play. That's a pretty big number. I like to take the 6.5 here with the Pelicans. I think they're going to hang, especially on the offensive end. I think they're going to be very tough to stop. They're rolling right now. They've won 3 in a row. I look for them to give the Clippers all they want tonight. Should be a really fun game to watch. Should be up and down a lot. Let's talk about New Orleans. So far on the season, offensively, they're averaging 103.3 points per game, shooting 44.8% from the field, 35.1% from distance. Solid numbers overall. They don't really lack anything statistically. They're in the top 10 in attempts per game, both three-pointers and field goals attempts. They're going to get up and down. You know, with Alvin Gentry as the head coach, that's going to happen. The problem I've always had with New Orleans this year, and why I went against them earlier in the season to some nice success, was the fact they don't play a lot of defense. Let's look at their defensive numbers. On the year, they're allowing 109.3 points per game, 46.5% shooting from the field, and 40.7% from beyond the arc. Yikes, those are not good numbers, but this play is not about their defense. It's about their offense. They're rolling right now. They just beat the Spurs and the Suns in a back-to-back versus the Suns. 2 games in a row. They beat Phoenix, who's a pretty good team in their own right, with Bledsoe, Brandon Wright, Tyson Chandler. I mean, that's a pretty good squad there in Phoenix. So for New Orleans to beat them twice, that tells me something's starting to click. They're going to run. They're going to spread the floor. They're going to run some pick and rolls. They're going to run some pick and pops. And Los Angeles is not playing great right now. They've lost 4 out of their last 5. So I think New Orleans has a very good shot to maybe even pull off the upset here. But I think they're going to be able to score. Los Angeles. I don't really have a lot of answers for them right now. Let's talk about their numbers, though. Offensively, on the year, they're averaging 102.7 points per game, shooting 46.4% from the field, and 31.9% from beyond the arc. They're not as deep as I thought they would be, simply for the fact they do not have a backup point guard. That shouldn't be the main issue. But once Chris Paul is out of the lineup, their pick and rolls stop. They just go to isolation. They don't move the ball. They're 17th in the league in assists. And that's a team that should be swinging the ball around a lot, and they're not. So it's really stagnant right now. And you could tell at the end of a couple games ago against Golden State when they doubled on Blake, like Blake didn't know what to do with the ball, and that's kind of surprising. They should have some offensive options because they have weapons. Somehow, though, they're just not playing well right now. I'm going to back the Pelicans. Defensively, the Clippers, very, very poor right now. They're allowing 103.7 points per game, 44.2% shooting from the field, and 35% from beyond the arc. Not great numbers. They're just not a good defensive team. They might not be a good team. Maybe their time has passed. I don't know. I think there is time for them to still turn it around, especially with somebody like Chris Paul, who can just, he's one of the best there is, as far as point guards go. And I still believe in Doc Rivers, but for my play today, I'm going to back the Pelicans. I really like them in this spot to run up and down the floor, to score a lot, and maybe even shock the Clippers. So I'll take the 6.5 with New Orleans. Clippers fans, I don't know what's going on. I hope they turn it around to make it more interesting in the West, but I'm going to back the Pelicans tonight, and that's my NBA pick of the day. I wish you guys luck on your picks today.